welcome to a free-for-all Diplo game here that's played on a real-world map called Byzantium, which is of course Western Turkey, as you can see, and of course Greece, the classical world, huh? So yeah, this is I think that if you want to do a classical world role-playing game, you know, where you play civilizations like the Spartans and the Athenians and stuff like that, this would be the map for it. Or, in this case, in this particular matchup, another particularly mythical war that might occur here as well. I won't say too much about it just yet, you'll just have to see. In any case, let's introduce the players here, we can get started. We'll just start here with Gray. Yeah, so in the gray, we have Cal Coco playing as the Aztecs in what I consider to be one of the more difficult spots to play on this map. Although, actually, not so much. Like, normally this wood line runs through, which kind of cuts you away from your wood, but or from your stone. But this time, this generation actually pretty decent. So yeah, nice for gray. In the teal, we have Lerone playing as the Malay. In the purple, we have Alistair playing as the Spanish. In the green, we have K4M exclamation mark K4Z3, or Kamikaze, I guess, playing as the Lithuanians. In the yellow, we've got Polar Blitz 23 playing as the Mongols. In the blue, we have Jerome playing as the Chinese, who just said that you are all friends to me. How wholesome. Of course, you know, we like it when players work together and they're wholesome, but we are, of course, very bloodthirsty here as the viewing audience. So we want to see some blood here, and I can promise you one thing, there will be blood. It's a good movie too, by the way. Ah, yeah. Last but not least, we got Vincon playing as the Spanish as well. Alrighty. Huh. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna go, you can't really pick civilizations that fit this time era, I guess. Yeah, I don't think. I guess Byzantines. Everyone will have to be Byzantines then. That would be something interesting. Huh. Any case, now normally this is an 8-player map. There would be another player over here. You know, a 4th player on in the middle of Anatolia, which is a tricky place to start because you're cut off from water. Which you know, you have to either ask someone to dock or sneakily do it. You know. I've seen instances where that player actually just builds a dock somewhere, builds a transport ship, gets a dock up on this island and fishes from Crete, which is not an island that anyone has claimed at the start at least. Although it's likely that, for example, green or purple will probably do that, because they have the best position to expand into the Aegean Sea, which is what this sea is called right here, is the Aegean Sea. It's actually named after a mythical king called Aegeus, or Aegeus, I guess. He was the king of Athens, which would be kind of here, I guess. You know, and it's actually, you know, now I have to tell the story. So you probably know the story of the Minotaur, right? And the Greek hero who defeated him was who's named Theseus, right? So there's a whole story beyond this, like Theseus being like you know, was the son of the king Aegeus, but of course there's you know, Aegeus got an oracle to predict him that he would kill, or his son would die because of him, or something like that. I don't know. Or he would die because of his son. I'm not sure. Because of his son's negligence. I don't know what the particular, you know, prediction was this time, or prophecy, that would be the name. But just like in most Greek tragedies, Aegeus made the wrong mistake, which is to abandon his son at some inn somewhere else. And, you know, Theseus didn't grow up with his father. Now, once he found out about it, you know, and there's a whole story beyond this, but I'm just rushing through it right now. You know, when he found out about it, he was you know, he was sent back to Aegeus, and then Aegeus, you know, blah blah blah. He was like, oh, good to see you, son, blah blah blah. Point is, at some point Theseus gets sent to Crete, which is here, right, where the Minoans rule, and the king of the Minoans called damn it, what was his name again? Ah, I know this. Oh, that's embarrassing. I forgot his name. Oh, yeah, well, anyway, the king of the Minos. Oh, Minos. Of course, the Minoans, the king, Minos. Of course I knew that. Duh. Anyways, he had built a giant labyrinth for his bastard son, I guess, which was the Minotaur, a half bull, half man. And he wanted to keep him, you know, locked away in that labyrinth. But each year or something, or each 8 years, the Greek cities had to send tribute to Crete, you know, because Crete was the big ruler, and the tribute would take the form of virgin men and girls, which would then be sacrificed by sending them into the labyrinth, and the Minotaur would eat them. You know, it's very nice indeed. But yeah, Theseus was among those, right? And then, long story short, he manages, of course, with the help of the Minoan princess Ariadne, he manages to defeat the Minotaur, you know, and then on his way back, right? On his way back, he made a mistake on his way back, you know, when he was sailing back to Athens, because his father had said, right, if you die, right, I want you to sail into the harbor of Athens with black sails, right? Then I know you're dead, and well, then at least I know. And if you're alive, I want you to sail with white sheets, or white sails, right? And Aegeus, he would be standing on one of these rocks over here, just on a high rock, looking out over the sea, waiting for Theseus to return. That was the whole idea. And Theseus, the idiot that he was, had taken the head of the Minotaur with him, and he had wrapped it in the white sails. So when he was sailing into the harbor, the ship was donning black sails. So then Aegeus, who was standing on that rock, he saw that ship with the black sails. He assumed that his son was dead, even though he wasn't, and he threw himself off that rock into the sea. And that, long story short, is why it's called the Aegean Sea. Or at least so the legend goes. Well, the more you know, right? The more you know. I mean, honestly, there's way more to the myth of Theseus. I really, really rapidly went through it there. Didn't even talk about the whole story before and beyond it, you know, blah, blah, blah. Any case, that is why it's called the Aegean Sea. Now, I have effectively wasted 10 minutes of your time there, but then again, you did choose out of free will to click on this video, so really, you gotta blame yourself here, not me. I'm just rambling. And we should probably be talking about the game a little bit as well. I mean, there's plenty of Greek references we can make later on, honestly. On a map like this, it's almost impossible not to. Now, you can see that there's definitely some skill difference between the player. You know, like a 4 on the score difference between teal and green. You know, that's... Although, honestly, teal is... yeah, well, I mean, green actually has the top score still in Feudal Age, though. So there's that. One is, though, what I do like is that some players here have docked, as you can see. Like, green has gone for a dock. Purple has gone for a dock as well. Very strong. Teal done the same thing. Also made a transport ship. Interesting. And... not seeing gray dock, so yeah. You know, I wish there was a crossing down here as well, but yeah. So gray, what is it this time, says Alistair. Oh yeah, just a heads up, like I stalk people on AOE2.net. I have a list of players that play Diplo games, so I can find games like this, so I can cast them, right? Because it's hard to find them live all the time, so it's good to have a little database. Like Alistair, Coco, they are players that tend to play together a lot, you know, so they probably know each other quite well, you know, like certain groups that like to play Diplo games, they definitely exist. So and that's why Alistair says, I mean, I know you are a snake, I know. I know, Joe. And yet we need each other, I think. Well, in this case, Gray and Purple, if they decide to ally, they could get rid of Teal, who is a lower score here, and claim Anatolia for themselves. We have been great allies in the last game, says Coco. You killed me twice, lol, says Alistair. Well, there you go. There you have it. A Gray, clearly a dangerous player, you know. Yeah, I mean, this is also last man standing, I think. I mean, yeah, I guess you can also go for allied victory, but that's kind of, that's only acceptable if you have been, like, you know, brothers in arms for the entire game and, like, struggled to survive and then magically managed to defeat all your enemies, and then, you know, you, like, look each other in the eyes, you and your ally, and you're like, I want to run off into the sunset with you, and you click allied victory, and boom, you're victorious. That is very much acceptable. Very much acceptable. A romance like that, we will accept that. But if you're just lazy, you're like, I don't want to fight. Let's just do allied victory with 4 people. Shame on you, sir. You coward. Anyway. Yeah, I'm not really seeing that much diplomatic action on the left side on the mainland in Greece. Like, I'm not seeing yellow and green talk, for example. I'm not seeing blue and red talk. I could check the alliances for now. Like, for example, let's see what blue is doing here. Allied to everyone. Well, he did say he was friends with everyone, so that makes sense. What about yellow? Also, looks like everyone's just good friends. I guess everything is peaceful in the land of Byzantium, but just like the real Greek world, that peace can never last. And if there's one thing you should know about ancient Greek geopolitics, it's that peace is only ephemeral. It will always be broken. Like literally the only time that the Greek city-states were at peace was when the Olympic Games were held, because it was the rule. You know, you couldn't go to war during that time, which is yeah, kind of nice, isn't it? Yeah, teal is definitely falling a bit behind the rest of the players right now. It looks like yellow falls a little bit behind as well, but he is going up the castle age right now. So is red. Yeah, red did spend a lot of time also securing himself a position. So yeah, that's that. He's definitely walling off the side, stone walling it off too. Now that well, on the one hand, that kind of, you know, it displays a sense of distrust towards blue. Like if you see this, right, you see that red is walling you out stonewall, that means that red doesn't fully trust you, right? I mean, that's usually how it's interpreted. So wouldn't surprise me if red should probably start to talk here a little bit and tell blue that, yo, these walls aren't for you, they are for like yellow or something like that. I'm scared of yellow, not of you. What could help though? What could help? One of the best ways to curry favor with your opponents, to strengthen alliances, is trade. You know, like trading with someone is usually a sign of mutual respect. You know, like we're in it for each other. That's good. It's gray is expanding big time down here. I wonder if purple is going to be okay with that, because gray is going pretty far south here, and I wonder if purple is going to accept that, because he might see himself as the ruler of southern Turkey here. Oh, especially this. Especially that. Let's see if purple notices this. Because if I were purple, if I noticed this, I'd probably not be okay with this. The thing is though, if you are going to threaten someone for, if someone takes your relic and you're threatening war, you better make good on that claim as well. Because often case what you see is that players are like, oh, you can't do that, and they attack the monk, cause a war, and as a result get killed, you know, because they weren't actually ready to back that up with real... Oh, hang on a sec. Purple must have seen that. Yeah, he sees it. He shoots the monk, and... Are they still at war? What is this? Oh, wait, Gaia. Hang on. Let's see if they're still at war. No. Oh, interesting. So he just shot the monk, and Gray's just gonna let that slip. Gray's like, crap, I didn't get away with that, and purple wants to keep that relic. Interestingly, also, is that purple and green are not allied. They are not allied. I'm not sure who actually didn't ally the other person. Yeah, looks like it's green. Yeah, green specifically didn't ally teal and purple here. See, because purple and teal are trying to be allied with him, but he didn't accept that alliance. The green he's kind of already showing where his allegiance lies, right? Like he wants to be buddy with yellow, but not with purple. And it might also be because, well, there's a lot of fish, a lot of water control to be fought over here in the Aegean Sea. So that makes a lot of sense to me, at least. Although, I mean, you know, there's two strategies to that. Either, you can already show you can already clearly mark out who you're going to attack, so then your allies know you're to be trusted if you're already, clearly at war with someone. But sometimes it's maybe not the best idea to let people know that you intend to attack them, because that generally tends to make them hostile towards you as well. That's kind of how warfare tends to work, you know. Interestingly, here we got purple here stonewalling out gray, and gray is just taking as much land as he can. Interestingly, you know that gray was really interested in taking land away from purple, because that's why he expanded down here. Because look, he could have expanded over here, right? Like logically, organically from his own starting town, but he didn't do that because he wanted to claim the center of the island, which is where there was some extra resources. So that makes sense. Makes sense. I wonder if the alliance between gray and purple is going to last then or not, because that's always a question. It's not really, it hasn't really seemed like they have been very buddy so far. Also, because, you know, think about it, teal's not going to pose that much of a threat to them. Like, if you compare the scores, if you compare the populations, let me show you the populations here. There you go. Yeah, 31 villagers for teal, and purple has 67. Gray has 99 villas already, so gray definitely further ahead in the boom there. Green has 91 villagers, everyone else kind of lagging behind a little bit. Red has 74, it's a pretty decent number right there. Yeah. Now, Green's position is kind of precarious because you will run out of resources fairly soon. Right? You'll have to expand, for gold at least you can expand to the main islands. Like you can do that. But the problem is wood, actually. There's not a whole lot of wood on this map. There's not a whole lot of wood on most Diplo map. Like, wood is the most precious resource. That doesn't... You know, at first that might not make a lot of sense, but trust me, that's the resource you're going to run out of first. Because at least stone, right? I mean, there's some extra stone here, that's nice. But that's... You know, that's fine, right? If you run out of that. But wood, you need wood to do stuff. Anything, really. Even if something is just food and gold, food you only get through fishing, which requires wood as well, and farming, which definitely requires wood. So, in the long term, wood is very valuable in a map like this. So, chopping as much wood as you can, you know, before the fighting starts is a very good strategy. Just booming up big time. But of course, that's kind of what Gray is doing right now. Of course, the risk to that is you might leave yourself vulnerable. Like a prize economy like this, you know, an opponent might see that and be like, yeah, he's not going to have anything to start. So if I overwhelm him quickly with some military, I might be able to kill him easily there. So that is something to think about. It's happened... I mean, plenty of times to me, but I've seen it happen many times where someone booms and is just not prepared to defend themselves against an attack. And then an attacker with like half the economy can still beat the boomer big time. Yeah, so if purple wanted to go for some military here, he could probably overwhelm gray if he does it sneakily. The only downside to that is that, of course, you know, if you're allied with someone, they can see what you can see, which means that you can't... It's fairly difficult to prepare a sneak attack on your neighbor. They're probably going to notice that. Much easier for like for gray to maybe make a sneak attack on green, you know, like that, or red. You know, they might not notice that, or assume it's for purple, and then suddenly it's like, you know, like that's actually a great strategy. Where green, you know, he puts some barracks down here. He says, okay, purple, I am going to mass army next to your walls. I am not going to attack you. That is just to make it seem like that to the rest of the world. And then I'm actually going to attack red, you know, transport it over. Like, that would be a great strategy. As Gray says, teal. What up? Teal has not really been talking this game, so I wonder if he's going to start talking now. He's still at he's still at 31 villagers, and he's making... Oh, he's making trade cogs. From a nice little dock there. Where's he going to trade? Is he going to trade with... Guess that. Do you want to attack purple together, says Gray. I'm not sure if teal's going to be that much of a help here. He doesn't really have the economy to really make much yet. And also he's melee, which... If he had a nice ball of arbalest right now, then yes, that would have been really nice against Spanish, but... No, yeah, well... We'll see how it's going to go. Still no talking on the left side. Like red, blue, yellow, and green have been silent. They've been allied, but silent. Okay, let's see. Let's see what red is going to say about this. Because this is clearly inside red's territory. This is where red shows whether he means to be allied with blue, or enemies. Right now, if he sees this, how he reacts to it, that will be indicative of that. If he notices it, that is. We'll see. Yellow is walling out blue as well. So clearly yellow doesn't trust blue either. Clearly more comfortable with green then. They are trading together. See, this is a good sign of trust. So green might be inclined to not attack yellow here. That might be good for yellow. Because again, yellow is kind of in the middle of people right now. If you are in the middle of people like this in a Diplo game, you kind of have to pick a side. You have to pick a side, because if you don't pick a side, the sides will pick you. And then they'll just gang up on you. In most cases, right? So that's something to consider for sure. Gray is gearing up for war though. We got capped ram being produced. We got champion upgrades coming in, at least. Well, it's now men at arms, but... soon. This must be concerning for Alistair, because he doesn't seem to have quite the military necessary here to kill what Gray is about to throw his way. Red still hasn't commented on that, so I guess he's okay with that. Well, okay, that's good for Blue then. Because Blue kind of needs an ally as well. Because Blue's kind of isolated in the corner. He is trading with people, but again, you know, his economy is pretty decent. But yeah, you're gonna need an ally here. You're gonna need an ally. Yeah, Red's got 150 villagers. Gray's got 150 villagers. Green is at 138. You know, Purple is at 87, so he's a bit behind in that department there. He's trading also. I wonder if he's still going to trust Gray or not. Depends on what Gray's planning to do here. We'll see. Not seeing him make any transport ships, right? Like, if he was making a lot of transport ships right now, then perhaps as... oh, wow. Look at this. Look at this. Gray, he sailed all across the world, and he got all the relics from the water. That is really good. Because remember, he is Aztecs. He already has 2 relics, I think. Or how many relics does he have? Hang on, let me, I'll find it. There you go. Okay, just 1. So I'll have 4 relics right now. Look at that gold count go up in a second. Look at that. Aztecs! Yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah, look at that. That is a great relic trickle right there. 33% more gold, baby. Oh yeah. As I think Gray's probably going to cut through the wood line here in a second. The question is, what is he going to make over here? So you have Purple still. Purple not preparing an army. He's still defending water almost. I don't think Purple is going to last too long here if Gray decides to attack. If Gray decides to attack. He's also making demo rafts, which I'm not really sure what that's for. I wonder if he misclicked trade cogs. That might be what happened here. Defensive castle for on water for Green. Green definitely thinking about going water here. We got Blue, we got Red trading down here as well. So it looks like still peace on this island. As yeah, remember what I said about wood running out? There you go. There you go. Yeah. So now this is actually funny because Blue might not have a lot of resources that way, but he has a lot of wood, so he might actually be able to like sell right his wood. Say, okay, Green, you can chop wood down here in this grove up here, but you have to help me against Red if he attacks me. Like that's a good alliance you could make like that. Gray is still not making anything, so he's still not gonna attack Purple for now though. He's gotten all the upgrades. He's pretty much ready, I think. We can look at resources. Yeah, look at the resource that Gray's banged up. Quite some food and wood. Not a whole lot of gold, though. He's still, yeah, making rams right now. Still better than what Purple has. Purple is making conquistadors, which... Conquistadors are great in castle age, pretty good in imperial age, but they do fall off a little bit there. Looks like we got some much needed trade forming here between yellow and green. Looks like yellow is trading from... Where's he trading from, actually? He's trading... Oh, actually, these are yellow's dogs. Trading with green's dog over here. Okay. Now, what they really need is purple to make a dog down here. That would be a great trading dog. Or someone make a dog down here. Teal's dog is a really good trading dog as well. Does mean your trade has to pass through the, well, the Hellas Pond, as they call it. You know. Which was always seen as legendarily seen as a dangerous place to be. As oh boy, yep, here we go, Gray cutting through right now, and that's the end of the piece right there. If Purple notices this, he might be able to save himself a little bit, but right now they're still allied. This is gonna go into shizzles quite quickly here, as look at that Gray stealing a relic just under the nose from Purple. That is hilarious. And Purple has had it. He knows that the piece is over now. Declares war on Gray, but the problem is, yes, he declares war, but is he going to be able to defend his homeland here? Gray, the top scorer as well. Gray, the evil overlord of the East. Oh boy, that means that Purple's trade with Teal is also going to go down quite quickly here. Yeah, and Spanish, man. What do Spanish do in this matchup? When the Siege Ram come out, when Purple is, yeah, has some Elite Conquistador, that's definitely nice. I mean, Conquistador are pretty good against Rams, actually. They get some bonus damage versus that, but, yeah. Eagles could come out, Monks could come out, Monks with, Hold on just a second. Great. Did you forget your upgrades? There's only 30 HP on those Monks. You didn't get a single Monk upgrade. Like, that's like what Aztecs do best, you know? Like, you know, getting monk upgrades. Huh, interesting. I'm just checking it to see if there's someone else is on at war or something like that. Doesn't look like it though. Again, not a lot of conversation from green and yellow. Not a lot, or from red and blue. So there's not much to talk about in that regard. For now, all eyes should be turned on purple, whose town is being destroyed right now. And it looks like purple's not even going to fight for it. He's taking his king because this is regicide, by the way. Oh, this is regicide. Whoops. We should probably check king locations. I completely forgot that I was regicide. Hang on a sec. Let's see. Red is over here. Yellow's king. Next to water. That's dangerous. Steel's king. Steel's in a starting castle. That's for sure. I mean, I should have known it was regicide. They had castles after all. King is safely in between all the rest of the economy. That's good. Blue's king is in a castle. Purple's king is on the move still, that we knew, and green's king is castle next to water, but at least there's docks there, so that's kind of okay. Well, looks like purple has given up his hometown. He's not going to defend that. He will have to run away now. And the question is, where will you go now? Where will you go? Because there's not that much space to live otherwise. Otherwise, you kind of have to go to Crete now, which is yeah, fantastic. Red actually expanding to a little island down here. Red has actually done a great job at that. Look at that. He has expanded to all these little islands down here. He's taking those extra resources. That's really good from him. Making castles on this side, probably recognizing the threat that Grey poses. He is the top scorer after all, and hasn't talked to anyone beyond purple. Well, he tried to talk to Teal, but Teal wasn't talking. And Teal is still... Oh, 84 villagers. Ah, good job, Teal. Good job. Teal's booming. He's on this little island as well. I love this. Oh, by the way, this island right here, I'm not sure what it's called, but this is the island where the Greek fleet hid from the Trojans after 10 years to make him think that they had gone home, you know, leaving a wooden horse. And after that, of course, they came right back around and attacked Troy, which should be somewhere over here, like somewhere in this area, I think. Yeah. Pretty good stuff. That's Teal's homeland now. Looks like green. Oh, yeah, see, there you go. There you go. Wait, what? Oh, Alistair got defeated. I'm not sure where that was, though. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Someone killed him. Was it Grey? Oh, no. No. I think what happened is Grey blew him up. Grey blew him up with a demo ship, didn't he? Oh, I wish we'd seen that. That would have been awesome. Oh, boo. Okay, well, nothing. Can't really do anything about that. You know what? You know what? I'll just say it here. Future Tim, edit this in, will you? I got you past Tim. Alright, well then one player is out, which gives Grey... pretty much gives Grey control of the entirety of Turkey right now, Anatolia. Because Teal has finally, you know, he's finally boomed up into a good number of villages. The problem is, at this point, it doesn't have a very large military. It's not producing anything either. So that concerns me. As we have Red making Cavalier right now. So Red is starting to mass some army. What's Blue doing? Blue is making Arbalest. Okay, putting them right next to Yellow's town. If you want to tell someone that you're thinking about maybe attacking them, it's that's the way to do it. Well, Yellow has some Mangudite to defend him, but again, Yellow's not been talking at all. I'm not actually sure what the alliances are right now. Yeah, as Grey is not killing Teal just yet. I guess he doesn't consider Teal to be that much of a threat score-wise, which is, I mean, that's fair. Got some Spanish galleon. Yeah, Spanish player on water is pretty strong indeed. Population, by the way, is 225, so it's not like too high or anything like that. Yes. Still lots of wood here for Grey. I think Grey's in a great position now. Great position. You know, like all he needs to do actually is just kill Teal. Kill Teal. Steal his resources on the mainland, like these stones. You know, there's gold right here which Teal could take, but is not going to take. Oh, Teal. Okay. Don't forget Caravan. Will they get caravan? Hang on, let me check. Economy. Okay, it doesn't say. So let's just check down here. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Okay. Well, there you go. There you have it. So, yeah, they can't do that then. Oh, remember, by the way, teal and green are actually at war. Teal and green are actually at war. So green, or at least they have been enemy the entire game. You know, purple was enemy with green, but green had also set teal the enemy. So yeah, teal can't trade down here. He can't. He'll have to trade with red then for now. Let's see where's blue's army right now. Yeah, he had an army before. Where did it go? Oh, holy crap! What a massacre! I think green didn't ask for permission then. Oh wow. Okay, so that changed everything. So clearly, blue did not like the fact that green was taking his wood, and blue is putting an end to that. Says, get out of here, you stealing my wood, precious resource. You won't have that. Now that effectively ends the trade between blue and green. I mean, I should think so at least. As we have gray. Yeah, gray took this relic. There was a relic down here. Gray took it. So gray will have all the relics almost. I think. I'm not actually sure how many relics he has. Probably still 4, and then oh, 5. So now 6. Wow, that's a good number right there. So the question is, again, I haven't heard blue talk to red or anything. So I wonder, is red going to join blue, or is he gonna be like, yo, I'm trading with, I want to trade with green, so you have to die now, blue. As gray says, I need more space. Teal. Teal. No, don't kill Teal. He didn't do anything wrong. He knows. He knows. You can go to Europe with your king if you want, says Coco. Wow, he's even giving Teal the chance to get out of here. How graceful. But I want all of Turkey for myself. Yeah, Gray wants to command the entirety of Turkey, which, wow, green expanding down here, that is definitely going to cause war between him and Gray, for sure. Like, there's no way that Gray is just going to let green sit there. Let's check the diplomacy here. He's allied with green for now, but that's not going to last. That's never going to last. If Gray actually wants to control this, wants to be an island by himself, then this is as good as declaring war. And Gray did scout that, by the way, so he knows about it. Yeah, green walling off the mainland here. You know, lots of gates so the trade can still go through. But you don't want blue to get through, because blue now is the enemy of green, that's for sure. So green should be careful here. I think green should definitely not make the same mistake he did before, because remember why they went to why green went to war with blue, or at least blue attacked green. It's because green was stealing his wood. Green needs wood, so he's looking for wood supplies anywhere, which is why he expanded down here. But that might also cause war with Gray, because Gray's not going to want to share either. Now Gray right now is already threatening Teal with death and destruction, so oh boy, it looks like yellow now deciding to join the fray here against green here. So it looks like yellow and blue are going to be working together, or at least they have similar goals, so it makes sense that they would work together. Now remember that yellow was also trading a lot over here. Remember also, yeah, that green was at war with Teal, and clearly Teal wasn't happy about that. It's now back with galleons. I hope Teal knows about the existence of cannon galleons. As Gray's about to declare war, we have Mengadai coming in with siege ram. Yeah, the peace is about to end here, as Gray's definitely going to start killing Teal in a second. And it looks like blue and yellow are going to destroy green. You know, it was looking pretty strong there in the early game, but now it's oh wow, red also joining the fray. Look at that. Red is also in the alliance here. So red, yellow, and blue all working together. Even Teal is helping as well, because green attacked Teal earlier. And green just hasn't been talking all game, is now paying the price for that. It's now paying the price. At the same time, we have Gray attacking Teal right now. This was, to no one's surprise. To no one's surprise. This was exactly what we figured was going to happen here. Pikeman with Garland Wars. 4+8 attack. No joke. No joke. Spanish Cannon Galleons, also no joke. So yeah, Green is just being massacred from all sides. All they could do now is hope maybe that Gray is going to give him amnesty. Gonna give him, you know, asylum, I mean. That's his only hope at this point, because he will be destroyed down here. There's no way to kill this. There's no way. There's no way. Mangid Eye, Elite Mangid Eye fully upgraded? No, that's big nope. Cannon Galleons roaming the shoreline, no trade. Yeah, if Green is lucky, he gets out of here with his king in time. Which, where is his king, actually? Oh, boy. Make a transport ship. Make a transport ship. He's making a transport ship right now. He's going to try to get away. But the Spanish Armada is going that way to kill this dock again. You have to be very quickly here. Immediately put your king in there. Get out of here. There's no time to lose. No time to lose. He's getting housed because all his buildings are down. King is going to go into the transport ship. And the king is on the move. Okay, king is out of here. King is out of here. Good. So the king is safe for now, as Red is bringing in a transport ship of his own. Sees this transport ship from Green now, if he was paying attention. Yeah, it's much more interested in taking down this castle. Makes sense. So that Yellow and Blue can finish off the rest. Gray still hasn't declared war on Green. He might consider using him as a puppet. You know, like that definitely could be worth it. As Teal is just losing everything right now. King from Green is going the other way right now. And this is not a safe place to be because that's where Red is. On the island of Rhodos. Or Redos. Hehe. Oh, Green. Green? I don't think he realized what he's doing here. Green! Green! You're king! Green, you're king! Oh, Green is the first to go. I'm not sure if this was intentional, but suicide it is. And Green, the second player to go down here. There you go. So Gray now doesn't have the dilemma of denying asylum to a refugee. Green, the second player to go out here. GG's. Yeah, fairly easily destroyed here by Blue, Yellow, and Red. Yeah, I mean it is an alliance, 3 players at the same time. That's fairly difficult to deal with here. Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, and clearly Red doesn't trust Gray. That's why he bombard towered all of this up, which also means that Gray cannot trade through this little corridor because. That would be too vulnerable. If he wants to trade, he'd have to trade with Yellow, maybe. Not actually sure, Gray, who he's at war with and who he's at peace with. Let's just check. Let's check. So we got ally with Red, ally with Yellow, enemy with Teal, of course, ally with Blue. Yeah, so basically only Teal is his enemy right now. But yeah, that might change. That might change actually. Another relic being gathered. I assume that it's by Gray because Gray's been gathering all the relics actually. How many relics are there actually? Another one. Huh. Getting rid of the last remnants of purple civilization. Teal has been wiped off the map as well, as you can see, and he now lives on this little island. Where's the king actually? Let's check that, because the king was on the mainland. It hasn't died yet, so I guess it's oh wow, it's sitting right next to the shoreline. Red could have killed it right there if he wanted to. If Red wanted to, he could have killed it right there, because the king is right here. Very exposed indeed. Now, King for Gray's probably in this this castle. You'd imagine so. Looks like Yellow, Blue, and Red are just happily trading with each other right now. Now, I think the mistake that Green just made was, for one, he seemed like a threat early on because his score was fairly high, and he didn't talk. Wasn't making his own alliances, so there you go. As Blue is signaling something. Not sure what. I wonder if they're talking off chat, you know, like if these players are on Discord together and are talking that way. I wonder if that's the case, because that might sometimes happen that pre-mates join Diplo games, which it's fairly sus. As Teal now makes is actually allying Gray right now, so clearly Gray is saying yo, no, wait, what? He was, but now he isn't. Okay, that's oh maybe oh no, actually no, that's what Gray did. Gray turned him to ally, and then Teal said no thanks. So then Gray turned him back to enemy again. There will be no peace. I mean, I was already kind of confused that Teal would actually go, you know, decide to be peaceful here against Gray after what Gray did to him. You know, murder his people and his town. I don't know, man. In any case. Now, basically now what we have Teal kind of stuck in the middle of nowhere on water. There's not really anywhere to expand. I mean, you could expand to the green's terrain, but would you really want to do that? Wood is about to run out, and Teal doesn't really have much of it. Now, luckily, you can always go for like really good fish traps, so that's good. There's still a lot of fish to be taken, so if you want to go for food boom, you still could. With trade, you can technically have infinite resources, except at some point it becomes infinitely difficult to get more resources. So yeah. I don't know. I don't know about red and blue though. Red and blue, pretty strong as well, good economy. You know, have worked together in the past without even talking about it. But red has made paladins, so there's no question what he would do with that. King for blue is right in this castle. King for red is in this castle. King for yellow is probably here then. Yeah. As oh, look at that. Oh, what is yellow gonna do? Yellow is putting his units in transport ships. I wonder if he means to attack someone overseas. That's gotta be gray then, right? Let's just check the king real quick. Yeah, that castle. Okay, that makes sense. So, let's see, is he allied with Gray? Yes, he is. So Gray could see this in theory, but I don't think Gray is going to see this. He's probably busy with his own base. Yeah, lots of transport ships. Now, unluckily, Mongol Navy is terrible. Not because it's necessarily the worst Navy out there, but it is so slow. Because of missing dry dock, your ships are really slow. So it takes forever to get around the map by water. Oh, gray though. Gray says yellow. I wonder if he signaled that as well. Can I buy you relic? Oh, interesting. The relic, yellow actually has a relic. Where does he have a relic right now? Let's see. Yeah, right there. Can I buy your relic? Says says gray. I mean, it makes sense that Gray wants all the relics in the world, right? He is Aztecs after all. He's building himself a giant fortress in the middle of the map, as you can see. Fortified walls being, or well, like, at this point they're just stone walls. But yeah, stone walls being built everywhere. He's basically building the city of Troy right now. I mean, again, city of Troy would be like here, but in miniature, right? But in Age of Empires, it would kind of look something like this. I love it. I love it. He's preparing for something. He's like building buildings everywhere. He does not want to let his empire be destroyed. Just waiting, you know, preparing for his enemies to attack him. Which, I mean, yellow is preparing for something. Gray offered to buy his relic, but yellow is not responding. Like, again, yellow, blue, and red, they don't really talk outside of... you know, they might be talking on Discord or TeamSpeak or something like that. They are not talking in the game. So there's unfortunately no way for me to know what exactly they're saying to one another. Teal has garrisoned his king by now, so at least it cannot be sniped anymore. That's good. Wood update. We are almost out of wood here. Yeah, we're running close to the end of wood here. But remember, anyone who is allied with red gets great trade because of the Spanish trade bonus. So that's good. And please, Teal, caravan. Please get caravan. You might not have a market anymore now, but please get caravan. What you need right now. Blue, my friend, says Gray. Yeah, Gray's looking for an ally. He's looking for an ally. He's afraid that red, yellow, and blue are. Oh wow. Okay, actually not looking for an ally. Actually, just asking like, "Yo, what are you doing here, man?" That's a lot of That's a lot of siege workshop because I feel threatened by red. Says blue. Do we believe that? Do we believe that? I mean, red is definitely not doesn't seem that much very peaceful to blue here. It's not like blue and red have been the best of allies. It's not like they are in a romantic relationship. It kind of feels like a you know, like a it kind of feels like a just a fling, right? As we say in Dutch, a stoplicht relatie, or basically an on-off relationship. You know, like they were they were pretty hot for killing green here, but after that the spark was just gone and they just kind of parted ways again. And red clearly didn't trust blue, putting bomb towers everywhere. But again, putting siege workshops right next to someone else's base is also not a sign of trust. He's making scorpions as well, which is pretty good against the infantry that the Aztec player is bound to make. As the Aztec player is building more and more fortified walls now, fortifying multiple points in his base as well. I like it. Yeah, it's no question, no question. As red is expanding his walls right now, you know, walling off choke points. Blue, you liar, says gray. Red, he's gonna check with red. Like, yo, are you actually like trying to kill blue here or not? Because he says that he feels threatened by you. You know, like what gray needs to be doing here. He needs to sow the seeds of doubt here between red, blue, and let's kill blue together. Maybe. Oh, and blue is like just playing it innocent, like what? I'm not. These are siege workshops of peace. You know, look at this. These scorpions, they fire fire bolts, right? So blah blah blah. You know, like fireworks in the sky. That's what they're for. Yeah, I wouldn't trust this either, or gray. The longer you let blue on this island, the stronger he can get here. So blue also has an army offshore here as well. I would buy your relic for 10,000 gold, which gray has 10,000 gold available. So are you gonna take that, yellow? Yellow has 900 gold. Also, what is that fleet? Yeah, good question, actually. Good question. That was probably meant to attack gray, but then you started asking about buying his relic, so maybe yellow is a bit confused about this now. Because gray is still patrolling through the buildings from blue. I mean, he could snuff this out in a second. He's got a siege launcher right next to that, so yeah. The fleet's on the move. Not sure what it's for, though. Not sure what or whom it's for. Gray says red. Red also said that he wanted to snipe Teal, and Teal has not been really doing much. He's been expanding down here, but yeah. Are you at war with Teal? Which Gray is, yes. So I wonder if red is gonna think like, yo, maybe I can kill Teal for you or something. Unfortunately, yes. Well, I mean, you started it, Gray, so you know, you said you wanted to control Turkey, and then you massacred his people, so that doesn't really lead to peace. Shall I snipe him, says red. Wow, get someone to do the dirty job for you. Nice. I mean, having a Malay pirate on your shoreline could still be very annoying. If you want to, I don't care, to be honest. It's great. Playing it cool here. Also, he's I'm not sure if he's getting ready here to attack blue or not. Blue still has an army, has like a secret army hidden down here at the coast, which I don't think Gray knows about. So yeah, there's that. See what red is gonna do. These are harbors, by the way. They will attack your ships if you enemy. But yeah, this army for red, by the way, is not gonna do anything. Just saying, it's not gonna do anything because these still fortified walls. There's no way. So yeah. King for Teal is in this castle. I'm fairly certain. Yeah. No. Yeah. King. There you go. Wow. Teal actually is making cannon galleys now. That would have been helpful when he was attacking Gray as. Uh-oh, wait, hold on a second, Standard game? Oh, well, there you have it. There you have it. Gray has said, screw it, I'm gonna build a wonder here in the middle of my city of Troy here. He has complete control of the entire mainland of Turkey here, has been banking up lots of resources, and this essentially is a declaration of war on everyone. And that's exactly what Yellow says. Yellow says, nope, you can't have my relic. That's probably... You know, I bet Gray wanted to go for relic victory. Wanna bet? Wanna bet? But yeah, Gray is now gonna have to defend himself against these Mangudai pushes as Yellow lands his army, and here you go. At the same time, Blue also declaring war on Gray. Gray effectively put a target on his back right now. Is Gray going to be able to hold against what might very well be 4 enemies in a second? Because I'm not seeing... Yeah, it looks like Red is also declaring war. And like, look at that. Yeah, this is 4 versus 1 right now. If you count Teal as well, which Teal's not really making that much, so I guess... Now, what's smart about what Gray's done is that his base is completely, you know, completely invulnerable from water attacks. So he cannot be attacked on by cannon galleons. Like, they have to actually land on the beaches of Troy and besiege the city here. Can this giant Greek army do it? I mean, these are all, you know, Greeks. They all came from mainland Greece to attack, right? To attack the city of Troy, to get... Well, to kill a wonder. That's not exactly how the Trojan War went, but, oh yeah, remember when I said this was gonna be like the Trojan War? Well, here you go. Here you have it. Here you have it. Now, Gray almost has his wonder. As soon as the wonder is completed, the countdown will start, and the question is, will Gray be able to hold on his own against this onslaught from the other side here? That's the question. He's defending a little bit down here, but right now the main front is on the beachhead down here. Right, like this is exactly where the Greeks would have landed as well, right here on the beach, to attack the city walls. But the first attack, not going too swimmingly here for them. Not going too swimmingly for them, actually. Siege onagers defending, you know, desperately defending behind fortified walls here, as many Mangudai fall to the siege onager shots and the pikemen. Well, mostly siege onager shots, really. Now remember, Gray does not have trade. He does not have trade, but he does have 16,000 gold and most of the relics. As, oh, Yellow, be careful, Yellow! Oh, God, no, Yellow, the shots! Oh, God, all the Mangudai go down! Oh, my God! Yellow! Why? Why? Oof. This went about as well as the first attack from the Greeks on the city on Troy, honestly. You know, I mean, you can watch the movie, but if you've read the Iliad, you know, by Homer, you know, this is pretty much how the first attack on the city went as well. Pretty poorly for the Greeks. They got almost beaten back into the sea, you know. Because Agamemnon pissed off Achilles, that's why. Shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have pissed him off, boy. Siege onagers are still holding on the right side. Like, siege onagers are such an OP unit, though. Like, and like, when you're up against a massive military, siege onagers are pretty much one of the best units to make there. Yeah, and Aztec siege onagers aren't, like, particularly special or anything like that, but they are... Well, they're siege onagers. They don't have to be special. This is pretty much it. We have, yeah, Gray taking this out. Now, Blue now is starting to build some buildings on the mainland as well, because that makes it easier... Makes it a little bit easier here to protect, to reinforce with your own military. Like, they took a little bit of a blow here, you know. Took a little bit of a blow. They don't actually, like... Yellow actually doesn't have a lot of gold right now. Remember, he didn't have a lot of gold in the first place as well. Perhaps he should have taken that offer, you know. 10,000 gold would have made a lot of Mangudai. Would have made a lot of Mangudai. As Gray is... yeah, he's not, he's basically doing what the Trojans did as well. As soon as the Greeks tried to build a beachhead, you know, you push that back and you attack their camp. Very good. Very good. The Trojan War is in full swing. Are they going to be able to kill the city of Troy here? Before the countdown timer runs out. 300 years on the clock. That's still a lot of in-game time. We are still going to be here for a while, honestly. But Gray is in a great position, honestly. Like, this might be a really good wonder location. Straight in the middle as well. I mean, I would have put it further back, but it looks pretty in the middle of your town. Castles around, fortified walls. Only one layer, though, just saying. Steel's not doing anything, is he? Like, there's so many idols right now. Is he making anything? He's making trade cocks without caravan, which means they're very slow. As Gray's just making pikemen, which is actually a more expensive unit than you might think. it's pretty heavy wood-wise, actually. You can see his wood count is not that high. 18,000 wood banked up. That's not too much. And there's still a lot of trees right here. There's still 100 trees or something like that. So there's still 10,000 wood right there. That's it's okay for now. And right now, what his opponents are making is not telling him that he needs to make anything else but pikemen. But he can't expand outward. Like this is the win condition for Grey. He just has to hold on. Like the Wonder effectively makes it a lot easier for him to win, because for him to transport to the other side his Aztecs was always going to be a challenge. This is significantly easier. Yeah, the pikemen get destroyed because Mangudai will do that. Yeah, not seeing that much of an effective attack right now. You know, cattle, you know, materializing from the Greek side. And they seem to be a little bit awash, you know. What do we do here? Yeah, it's both, as everyone's kind of landing their own little beachhead, they haven't really worked together yet. And a lot of them are making cavalry, which is, that's nice and all. But, yeah, pikemen with Garland Wars, they're actually fairly good. And you know what the worst part is, too? Like, there's no way to sneak into this town because it's fully walled. So you can't just sneak into 20 traps and then kill it, right? But you have to kill this Wanderer. It's not just like, oh, I get Paladin in his eco and it's over. No, no, no. You gotta kill the Wanderer, which takes a while. Gives Grey a lot of time to respond to that. Mangudai sniping some siege on it there, but of course without micro will get sniped themselves. Again, not a whole lot of talking from red and blue and yellow. They're not really coordinating verbally, at least, so I'm not sure. As oh boy, yellow just declared war on teal, and I'm not sure why, actually. I'm not sure why. I guess he didn't want teal to expand into the Peloponnesos. I don't understand why. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, I mean, you could have had teal sling you or something like that. You know, teal could have helped them boom up into. Imagine helping teal boom up here and get him to make forced levy here and just spam in two-handed swordsman against the pikemen. That would be so nice. Forced levy changes, you know, basically makes two-handed swordsman cost only food for melee. Yes, they might be two-handed swordsmen, but they are trash killers. So yellow, huge mistake here. In honesty, teal was not a threat to you. I mean, you talking to him made him. I mean, if you had talked to him, maybe he wouldn't have thought about building barracks here. But seriously, teal was not necessarily a threat. If teal had been here with two-handed swordsmen, this would have been a lot more difficult for Grey, because now all he has to do is just spam pikemen, because all he's up against is Mangudai, a few arbalests here and there, and cavalry, which that's what pikemen are fine for. So this is fine. Yeah, I don't like the strategic decision there. I don't. Like I don't know. I mean, it doesn't really matter, I guess. So we have, yeah, blue trying to break in, but yeah, so many men have died on these slopes in front of the mighty city of Troy, desperate to break in to claim the prize, which is the Wonder, or I guess that's where Helen is, like right up there somewhere. Gotta make sure she doesn't get sacrificed or something like that. These are Aztecs, after all. They kind of did that, you know. Kind of something they did. And yellow again preparing some siege rams, but yeah, it's just there's not a whole lot of military here right now. We could actually look at the military numbers, right? Look at that, almost 100 military from Grey, but then look at blue's military. It's 40. Yellow's got 90 cavalry archers, so many Mangudai, most of which are on the mainland. Not, you know, they still have to be transported to the island here. So you can get rid of this now because it's just blocking the screen a little bit. Siege ram going down, an expensive unit, especially for yellow, because yellow actually doesn't have a lot of gold. Look at that, 366 gold. He is trading, actually. He is trading, but yeah, the trade here is not that efficient. Look at this choke point. You delete that siege workshop, that gets a lot better. And then these houses as well. Those need to be deleted. Looks like players have also ran out of wood. So whatever wood they have now, that's it. That is it. But Gray has the least wood, actually. Doesn't have that much wood, so that's, yeah, concerning. And Teal is essentially dead, right? I mean, Teal is essentially dead here. He's not... He's trading a little bit with Red Dogs right now, but again, he's at the mercy of his stronger, well, opponents. Coco looking good here. Looking good. There's nowhere to cut either. It's a full line of walls here. Guess there's one weak spot right here. You could cut that. This you could cut, which would also be really good because, you know, denying him would be pretty good. Oh no, Blue declares war on Teal and Teal's dead. Okay. GG Teal. I mean, Teal didn't really do much. Honestly, I think they should have made use of Teal here. I think at this point players just kind of get bored and they want to kill someone. But, yeah. It's, I don't think Teal's even here, actually. And Teal gets defeated out of this game. Unfortunately, you know, defeated on the little island that he was forced to live on. And yeah, there we have it. GG to Teal. GG. Of course, didn't have a lot of chance to come back into this game after getting squashed on the mainland and then having nowhere to go. And even Gray agrees, poor Teal. Yeah, I think Gray is probably also aware of the fact that if they had actually kept Teal alive, imagine that. Imagine that. Here's your scenario. Yellow and red and blue say, okay, Teal, go to Greek. Boom, we will send you wood, make farms, then build barracks on this mainland, spam two-handed swordsman. Imagine that. Against these pikemen would have been great. I mean, these are Garland pikemen, so they have 12 attack, which is actually pretty good. I still think two-handed swordsman should win that. Should win that. Yeah, right now I'm just not seeing... I'm not seeing an effective attack materialize yet. Like we see buildings being built on all sides. I actually like to keep this this window up so I can see what they're making. Like they're making paladins right now from the stables down here, then sending them to the edge and then transporting them over. That's a lot of micro. Lots of paladin though, but again, these are Garland pikemen. You cannot underestimate these. See, Johnny's are kind of tripping out over there. As Purple takes the fight downhill from Grey. Just... Why not make hand cannoneers here, honestly? Make hand cannoneers and bomber cannons. Like, why are we not making that? Why paladin? Right? Like, you make hand cannoneers, good against the pikemen. Make bomber cannons to snipe these siege onagers, right? I mean, that sounds like the best plan to me, right? That's probably the best army that they can make. Now, then we have champions. Even more so, make hand cannoneers. These are insane champions, by the way. 21 attack. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. This is your ideal army right there. As Blue is attacking over here. But yeah, everyone's attacking on their own little... Oh! And I clicked that and I could have crashed. Don't click it. Don't click it. Ouch. That's a pretty good shot right there. There goes your army. Kabam. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, everyone's kind of attacking from their own little side, allowing Grey to basically split, you know, like fight them all individually instead of all at once. And Grey is perfectly fine with that. He's just making trash units, making champions, spamming them over everywhere. And the clock, meanwhile, has ticked down to 100 years and the walls have still not been breached. Oh, it's still looking good for Grey. They have killed Teal, yes, but yeah, at this point, they have a lot of navy on water. I don't think you need that anymore at this point. Not this right here is not useful anymore. These cannon galleons, unless Blue was thinking about attacking Red here, which would be the worst decision to make. If they start fighting amongst themselves right now, Grey wins. The only way that Grey is now defeated is if they work together effectively, push through one of these holes here somewhere, and someone, for the love of God, starts making hand cannoneers. I mean, Chinese got hand cannoneers too, right? Fairly certain they do. No, oh, they don't. Oh, well, that changes things. What about Mongols? Don't have hand cannoneer either, do they? Nope. Oh, wow. Okay, Red really needs to start making hand cannoneers here. That is what you need right here. Hand cannoneers that's the perfect unit that you need. If water control, you know, your trade is safe. Spam hand cannoneers. Spam hand cannoneers, champions, things like that. I mean, Paladin is fine, I guess, but still. Hand cannoneer. Hand cannoneer and bombard cannons. Because then the siege onagers also wouldn't do anything anymore. Like, just think about it like that. You know, you need something to snipe these. As the speedy siege ram trying to make it through the walls here. There's one trebuchet in range of a siege onager, I think. As yellow. Please don't do this again. Yellow. Yellow. Yellow, 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 yellow. Please don't do this again. Don't do it again. Yellow. Don't. No. Yeah. Okay. Uh-oh! Yellow, watch out! Fire rains down from the skies. Oh, but one siege ram though. One siege ram. Will the walls be broken here? Is this the moment where Grey's walls finally fall here? Will Troy be taken? Not if you keep spamming in the manga die and you keep losing it like that. Ay, 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 ay. Siege ram almost through the walls there. A few more hits here and the walls will be down and then units can start to run in here. There's now a hole. Now people can run through. People can run through. Get some siege rams in. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Yellow is actually putting some gas on the throttle on the gas here. We got Grey being attacked from the other side as well. Now it's too much to hold. Bomber cannons are out. Great against siege onagers. Lots of siege onagers are about to go down here. Yo, that's a big loss here for Grey. But still, 50 years on the clock. Is he going to make it? That is the question here. As Blue and Yellow are trying to force themselves through this hole. Blue giving up on this little area down here. Grey was just, you know, trying to take some wood down there. Not important. We got a hole. The walls are breached. There's a siege onager shots coming in. Ow, 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 ow. Yellow trying to get to the wonder. He's trying to get traps out to the wonder, but you need to take out the siege onagers first. Blue's units trying to path in. Another trap down. Oh, Yellow. Oh, what a loss. Oh, the Megidai go down. The siege onagers massacring everything here. And now they finally go down, but now there's no siege to back this up. There's no siege to back this up. Red is still stuck outside of the walls there. Still has to break through this densely populated street as Grey is sending reinforcements down. How many resources does he have still? Still has some rest to make some more siege onagers. He is holding on 29 years. I think the city of Troy will yet stand. And I do not think that the Greek alliance will be able to recover the precious Helen. And oh my god. Oh, God, that was such a good shot for Grey. So many bomber cannons going down, ripped to the bombers. That was like 7 bomber cannons in one shot. Yeah, that was it. That's it. If these bomber cannons can't get through the walls anymore, then there's no way. It's over. It is GG. Troy has defended themselves successfully. Yellow has no army here right now. No army here. Nothing. Only traps, but it's too late. 16 years. That's barely enough time to roll over here and unpack. What an amazing defense from Grey, though. What an amazing defense. They got really close there for a second on these slopes. But yeah, this hill definitely helping a lot. 12 years as Blue's men finally die on the slopes on this side as well. Southern Anatolia will be recovered. Northern Anatolia is no longer a threat as all the bomber cannons have gone down to the champions. The Wonder only needs to stand for 7 more years. A last ditch attempt here from Blue to run in, but there is no way. There's no way. As Red says, please, Grey, delete it. Why? No one talks to me except you. This is true. As Blue is trying to kill the Wonder, but 4,800 HP 1 year. GG! GG! Honestly, I think it's a pretty solid way of winning this. And they brought this on themselves. Their attacks were not effective enough. You know, like, hey, honestly, you win 3v1. It sounds like a victory in my book. Sounds like a victory in my book. Because honestly, let's just be perfectly fine. No one was talking to Grey. If Grey had not built a Wonder and, you know, turtled up like this, what would have probably happened? Red and Blue and Yellow probably said, yo, we have water control. Let's go and kill Grey together. And then Grey would die. And then after that, you know, I don't know what would happen here. I guess Blue dies, but whatever. This for Grey was a good decision. Standard game, Wonder, victory is an option. Great job. Defended it well, built a beautiful city, held on with pikemen, with the champion, with siege onagers, and the Greek alliance just wasn't able to break through the walls in time, and then after that, press on the advantage. I think that has a lot to do with 2 things. 3 things. First thing, coordination, right? Coordination. There was 3 attacks going on from 3 different regions. If they had all been in this little choke point and pushed through with a large massive units, there was a moment here when Grey lost population there. They could have pushed through and maybe get some bomber cannons here. Especially Red needed to be here. 2, composition. If you're up against just pikemen and champions going cavalry, cavalry against the pikemen, that doesn't work. You're gonna have to mix in your own champions, and better still, hand cannoneers. Red really should have made some hand cannoneers here. That would have wrecked the entire infantry there. Hand cannoneers and bombard cannons, which he was making, by the way. He was making bombard, to snipe the siege on this. That would have been a combination very difficult to deal with for the Aztec player. And you can back that up with Bangudai, that's fine. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, 3, not killing Teal. I think Teal could have been a valuable ally here. Seriously, you sling him some resources, say, yo, this is what you need to do. 1, make farms, right? Make farms. 2, spam 2-handed swordsmen. Trash units in there to kill all the pikemen. I mean, when the champions started coming out, that wouldn't have worked as much anymore, but, then you switch into some archers. That's good stuff, too. But yeah, that didn't happen, so Grey, with a good defense, held on the city, and the wonder still stands. The people of Grey will now live forever in peace. Perfect! Alrighty. Now, well done, you guys. Really enjoyed this game. And, I hope, of course, whoever is watching this enjoyed this game as well. That's what we're casting them for. Look at the KD here. 1,284 kills. Lost 1,500 units still. So, yeah, definitely lost a lot of units defending. A lot of soldiers dying, biting the dust for their fatherland. To keep the wonder standing. Oh, yes. I want to see the relic gold, actually. Relic gold. Yeah. There you have it. Relic gold. 18,000. Boom. Now that's a lot of relic gold right there. Good stuff. Yeah, I love it. Okay, that's a timeline there. Yeah. Great stuff. It was a good game. Anyways, yeah. So, hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for watching. I mean, I got lots of other videos. If you're interested in that, you can always check that out. Please feel free to leave a like, subscribe. That all helps the channel. And see you next time.